guys, Miss Jamie here with story time. We're going to do the Boxcar Children. We have lots and lots of stories about the Boxcar Children. So there are 4 siblings, and these books, they solve mysteries. So they have all kinds of mysteries. The one I'm going to start today is the cereal box mystery. They have royal jewels, a bus stop mystery, all kinds of fun stuff. And what's really neat, in some back of the books, they have activities for you guys to do at home. Recipes, fun stuff. So, why don't you grab your Legos, a piece of paper to draw or color something, and listen, because I'm going to start on chapter 1 today, okay? So, this is all about Henry, Jesse, Violet, and Benny. They live with their grandfather. So let's get started. Chapter 1 of the cereal box mystery. So the first chapter is, oops, sorry about that, a box of silver frosted stars. Mrs. McGregor was making a list for the Alden children to take to the grocery store. Anything else, she asked. Cereal, cried Benny. You didn't forget the silver frosted stars, did you? Mrs. McGregor looked at the grocery list. No, I didn't, Benny. Your favorite cereal is right on top of the list. She handed the list to 14-year-old Henry. He folded it and he put it in his pocket. I just need 2 more silver stars from the inside of those cereal boxes, Benny said. And then I can send away for my very own Silver Star detective badge. 12-year-old Jessie laughed. We know, Benny, she said. Violet, who was 10, smiled at her 6-year-old brother. Even if you don't find a star inside the cereal, you'll find a prize, won't you, Benny? She asked. He nodded, and he said, if it's a really good prize, maybe I will give it to Grandfather for his birthday. The others laughed. Their dog, Watch, who was curled up on his dog bed near the door, stood up. He wagged his tail and barked. No, Watch, you can't come with us, Henry said. We're riding our bikes and it's too hot for you to run alongside. But we'll bring you a present, Benny promised. He petted the dog on the head. Yes, a brand new kite, Jessie began, but Benny stopped her. Benny put his hands over Watch's ears. Shh! It's supposed to be a surprise. You have to keep your lips zipped. Benny pretended he was zipping his lips shut. Right, said Jessie, and pretended to zip her own lips shut. Saying goodbye to Mrs. McGregor and Watch, the kids got on their bicycles and rode through the streets of Greenfield to the grocery store downtown. In the cereal aisle of the grocery store, Benny went straight to the silver frosted stars. He studied all the boxes closely. He took each box off the shelf and gave it a gentle shake. Have you guys ever done that? I have. Finally, he said, this is a good box. He put the cereal in the shopping cart. Henry pushed the cart a little way down the grocery aisle. Wait, said Benny. He held up 2 more boxes. These are good boxes too, he said. He looked hopeful at his brother and 2 sisters. We have to get 3 boxes of silver frosted stars, he said. I promise to eat all 3. Oh, Benny, 3 boxes, said Jessie. But Violet, who always liked to help, said, I can eat with you that cereal too, Benny. Henry and Jessie exchanged glances, and Henry said, I guess I could eat a few bowls of silver frosted stars. Me too, Jessie agreed. Hooray! Benny cried, and he skipped happily to the shopping cart to add 2 more boxes of his favorite cereal. The moment they had left the grocery store, Benny opened one of the boxes of cereal. Look, he cried, a silver star. Now I only need 1 more to send away for my special detective badge. Good for you, Benny, Henry said as he and Jessie loaded the grocery bags into the baskets of their bicycles. But you can't open any more boxes of cereal until you finish that one. I'll start right now, Benny said. He took a handful of cereal from the box and began to eat it. No milk, Benny? Asked Violet. Benny grinned. It tastes good this way, too, he assured her. This is them at the grocery store. Aw, he used that sweet smile and got an extra box of cereal, didn't he? They walked along Main Street, past the hardware store and the bookstore. Outside the bakery, Benny stopped and pointed. Look at that cake, he said. It's a beautiful cake, said Jessie. Benny put this box of cereal back in the bag in one of the bicycle baskets. It's a birthday cake, said Henry. A cake like that would be nice for Grandfather's birthday. Violet said, Mrs. McGregor could make a cake like that, especially if we helped. With a cake like that, you need a party, said Jessie. The four children looked at one another, and then Henry said, Is anyone else thinking what I'm thinking? A party, Benny crowed. We can have a party for Grandfather's birthday. A surprise party, Jessie said. Let's make it a big surprise. Violet said, Well, we could invite Solie, Cousin Alice, Cousin Joe. Everyone began to talk at once. They were so excited they almost forgot about Watch's surprise. Oops. And Jessie said, Oh dear, we just passed the pet supply store. They turned their bikes around and walked them back to the pet store. They parked their bikes outside and went in. Benny and Violet chose a new red collar for Watch and even ordered him a new tag with his name, address, and phone number on it. As they walked out of the store, Benny said, It's too bad the tags aren't shaped like stars. Then Watch could be a detective, too. Ahead was Benny. Jessie stopped so suddenly that Benny bumped into her. Ow, said Benny. Look out, Henry said. Police! Stop, stop, thief! They heard a voice cry. Okay, that's the end of chapter 1. I'll see you at chapter 2. Bye.